welcome to Chapter 3! Whatever is in Chapter 3. We still don't know who this guy is. I think it's Mayor Mingus, personally. But, we will find out.
Yes. I have no idea what to expect, especially after the whole sock fiasco.
Yes. It was a fun detour. Here goes nothing. Okay, what should we do?
Yeah.
Should we go as OG Phonegingi for the final chapter? Should we go as a different, cryptid? Well, I feel like the final chapter is a continuation of the other chapters, right?
Yeah. I'd say it's arguable to be the case. Maybe. I have actually no idea. Let's go with Phonegingi.
That's all black now.
Oh, interesting.
Notice? Let's do phone.
Phone.
It just says other now.
Weird. This is so weird.
This is really...
Another?
It feels like it's a little bit serious.
Yeah.
The fun music has stopped. There's not a dog talking to us. It's very to the point.
If we are being... our Phonegingi, that is a they, them.
They, them.
Oh.
It's the capital.
City Hall. Okay, well, that is,
Thank you all for showing up to yet another essential meeting of the Mingling. As I'm sure you're all aware, our humble council of concerned citizens is made up of Dialtown's most powerful and noteworthy residents. Presiding over this meeting is none other than yours truly, the shrewd and devilishly cunning Mayor of Dialtown, Ms. Mingus Crown. Hi, boss man. Kitty.
Hey, are they hosting a meeting to deal with the cryptid?
I think they are.
Oh no.
I heard that! I fucking heard that! When I figure out which one of you... Moving on. Before we get onto pressing business, I'll conduct a quick head count. Little Billy!
Little Billy!
Little Billy! Kicker of shins, biters of ankles, the bane of Dialtown's alleys, public schools, and playgrounds.
And his megaphone.
Why is Little Billy one of the most financially powerful people?
Have you ever considered that? I mean, Mayor Mingus has, criminals in her pocket. What's really to say that she doesn't have, the leader of, the children in her pocket?
That's a good point. Yes, thank you, Little Billy! Fucking asshole! What the fuck was that? Rotary Christ, do you know how sensitive a cat's hearing is?
Are you asking if this is the first time I've shrieked directly into a cat's ear? Bit of a stupid question, that.
You see, this is why we have to invite you here. You're too dangerous to have in our opposition's hands.
Yeah, and it's really swell. Being feared rocks, you know.
You think that's news to me? Being feared's half of my whole job, you little brat.
I'm a Machiavellian little scamp.
Who taught you that word? I know I cut education by 50% across the board last year, so it couldn't have been at school. No matter. Moving on. Theodore Russellbelt, Zoo Master, and a allegedly famed explorer, the cager of beasts, the jailer of zebras and whatnot.
He's got a swan.
He's got a swan! Everyone duck!
Hello, yes, bully to a lot of you, glad to be back.
What? And what might that be, standing on the table next in front of you?
'Tis none other than Singus Dialtown, the noble Dialtown native swan.
I can clearly see that that's a swan, Theorore. What I meant was, why on earth did you drag a feral pawn avian into our meeting?
She seems docile enough.
Well, is she toilet trained?
Why, isn't the whole world a toilet in a way?
This town might be. Maybe. Mingus constantly looks like she's got a headache, and she probably does.
She definitely does.
Again, why the swan, Theorore? Oh, don't tell me it's...
Why, for show and tell, of course.
Every meeting. Every meeting! She looks directly at the camera. Okay. We have a lot to go over, so I'm just going to move on.
Can
The swan can stay if you cease talking right now.
Right, yes, boy to that.
Fantastic. Next up, Shooty and Stabby are sinister representatives from the oh-so-feared Dialtown mob.
But hang on, they have questions.
They do
Question
have
marks behind
Shooty,
it.
Stabby, right? That's Shooty, that's Stabby. That is correct, isn't
And
it?
they presumably sat down there before after the name tags were placed down, so.
Probably. And like I think Stabby tried to stab us with a gun.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. So maybe Shooty tries to shoot you with a knife.
Wait, people are actually afraid of us now? That's news to me.
Should I do Stabby or do
Yeah,
I?
sure.
We did it, bro! We hit the big leagues! We're real criminals now! All of those fabricated headlines about us that the mayor bribed the press to publish must have finally paid off!
Nah, hell yeah, bro.
And then they high five.
If only Pa could see me now.
Yes, most people that you two mug, swindle, and steal from tend to be positively terrified of you both.
I mean, just look at Randy.
Yeah, well, specifically terrified of accidentally knocking either of you over mid-mugging.
Oh no.
You know, in case one of you bang your head on the pavement and they get convicted for manslaughter.
Wait, people think we aren't an ominous force to be reckoned with?
Outside of them being afraid of grievously harming one of my henchmen and eliciting my divine feline wrath. Not even remotely. But we're in the mob, though. We got connections. You have exactly one connection, which happens to be me. A figure who the citizens of Dialtown are actually afraid of, and for good reason.
We can be scary.
If you can, I have yet to see it.
Well, watch. No, actually, that's Shooty. No. Yeah,
No, that's true.
that's Shooty.
I think. Actually, wait, did they change?
Oh no, they changed.
No, they changed!
The name tags changed.
Watch this, bozos! How's that for intimidating, huh? I'm sure I'd be positively quivering if your gun was actually loaded. Now, put that thing back where you found it, and don't even think about picking it back up while I'm addressing you. Shit, bro. I told you those lousy blanks just don't have the same effect. Maya, can we have some bullets? You know, in case we need to ice someone for you.
And can I have a government... and can I have a government-assigned sharpener... Government-assigned sharper stabbing knife? This one's gotten awfully dull from me using it to slice my sandwiches during lunchtime.
Why were you using it to do that? No, we've been over this. You'll only hurt yourselves if you're given real weapons. I love this woman.
Yes.
She's incredibly evil, but I love her. Now, moving on. Next member, Abel Brenningham, violator of OSHA regulations and the sole proprietor of the Dialtown Fun Fair. Hey, is that Bertha behind?
That is Bertha.
The most recklessly ran fun fair in America.
Also, hi, Abel.
Hi, Abel. Also a character I think pulled from Dayshift at Freddy's.
Yeah.
That's great. I'm glad you got to be in another game and probably expand a little bit more. Also, Bertha's behind you, and that's concerning.
Watch out.
Next to Baboon World over in Nevada, anyway.
Oh wait, hang on. There's
What is it?
there's I think Randy's application.
Oh yeah, because Randy started being the ticket person for the fun fair.
Yeah.
And this is probably after all of the events of the
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like with the megaphone screaming the swan and the gunshot, I can't really live up to the standard that's been set so far. Like, what? Am I going to pull a Ferris wheel out of my A?
I mean, you've got Bertha behind you. I'd be immensely impressed if you could, but a basic introduction will suffice.
Alright then. Hello, all glad to be...
Here are, please take the megaphone from the boy. Alright, thank you. Moving on.
Do I get to finish my...
No. Next, we have the one and only God who's been filling our... I can't believe I read that with a straight face until, like, I was about to get to, like, filling in for, like,
For Bunny?
and I just can't. Next, we have the one and only God who's been filling in for our dear comrade Bunny, the owner of Bunny's Burgers off Main Street. Also, he's a hobo and woke up face down in a puddle this morning.
Got a lot of cans. Wait a minute. Do I own Bunny's Burgers?
No, hobo. You own nary a house, hovel, cottage, bungalow, trailer, nor gazebo in my city, and really have no societal power at all. You've honestly done very little to warrant anyone having much respect or admiration for you.
I mean, I did kinda create the universe, though, right?
Yes, and we're all still tremendously upset with you for doing so.
Ah, shucks. So, wait, what am I even doing here, then?
Because, as you'll recall, Bunny got flattened by a rogue fortune-telling amusement park cabinet, and we needed someone at short notice.
Need someone to fill in this seat.
And believe me, you cannot get any more short notice than a man wandering around carrying a sign saying, "We'll do a cartwheel for dog food."
Ah, Coolio, Coolio. Honestly, sitting in a heated room and talking about politicals and junk?
Politics.
Yeah, sure, whatever. It's a hell of a lot easier than doing a cartwheel, let me tell ya.
Yes, I'm sure it's...
I can't do a cartwheel, actually. I was trying to count how many cans of dog food God has, and I was wondering if it was the 8 that was promised.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9.
No fair. God got an extra can of dog food. My sign was fraudulent. I just want the dog food and was hoping someone would pay me before demanding to see the cartwheel.
Wait. You created the entire universe, and yet the ability to perform a simple cartwheel eludes you?
Simple? Have you ever tried to do one, huh? They're really hard.
Shut up! Right then, we're all here, present and accounted for, so we can begin. I hereby officially declare this meeting of the Mingling now in session. I hope you all had a relatively pleasant journey here despite the dismal weather.
You summoned a child to town hall at a school night expecting him to skateboard here in the middle of a thunderstorm?
Will you let...
Oh, we're playing as Mingus.
We're playing as Mingus right now? I can't save.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay, yeah. Bonk the child.
We
Or
hear him
listen
out,
to the child.
or bonk him.
I mean, I'm on the side of bonk him, but what about you?
Hush, stunted one! And with that juvenile outburst appropriately discarded, we can begin. Now then, you all know why we've gathered here.
Except God. Nah, I don't.
Quiet you. Abel, wheel the projector over here and start the slideshow.
I suppose Bertha, would have just gone out roaming, so it would not have been hard to pick up.
Yeah. Yes, folks, we're here to discuss none other than the Green Menace. Phonegingi. Egg layer. This clown? Oh, yes, the green one. Yes. I'm sure you're all well acquainted with this emerald entity. In the past 12 months, we have caught Phonegingi laying eggs on private property, harassing Dialtown's public. Oh shit. Exposing Dialtown's public to vulgar cinema. Convincing Dialtown's most reliable bank teller to skip town so she can paint pointless mountains. Befriending the fugitive known as Bigfoot. And possibly worst of all, fraternizing with Randy Jade, possibly the worst citizen in Dialtown.
I would like to say Mingus. I'd like to say Mingus.
Also, it remembered Sweetheart, unless we
Yeah.
just chose the exact correct one, which is also possible. What were you saying about Mingus?
I'd like to say Mingus. In our instance, those were all different cryptids. They're all just related to each other. This is you are assuming that they're all Phonegingi.
Yes. Well, Phonegingi's taking the fall for all of the cryptids.
The other one skipped town, I guess.
Yes.
Also, it's funny to imagine that all happened in a year.
Yes.
Somehow.
Yes.
Wait, how is hanging out with Randy the worst thing out of the stuff you just mentioned?
Oh, it isn't truly. I just personally find the last one particularly repulsive.
Who took that film?
Good question. As you know, Dialtown has a status quo, which acts as the backbone of our robust, inclusive, but civilized society.
But we do not include cryptids.
One that that we have toiled strenuously. The word strenuously. That we have toiled strenuously to protect. As mayor, I have made sizable strides in recreating the Dialtown that existed under my grandfather's leadership. A town of prosperity, order, and hope. A utopia, really. But, as I'm sure you know, when one attempts to compare the Dialtown of my grandfather's time to the Dialtown of today, you inevitably run into discrepancy. A green discrepancy. Simply put, Phonegingi isn't just a threat to our society, but a threat to normality itself. They are the final hurdle in recreating the Dialtown that existed in 1966. The 1966 being the year of the dial-up, the year my grandfather changed the whole world for the better.
So 66 is our dial-up year.
Yeah. Simply put, Phonegingi must be properly disposed of.
I say, why don't we lock them back up in the zoo? I think that's a bully idea, don't you? Has the megaphone?
You just can't people, all of the people. Should we hear out Theodore, or should we bonk him on the head?
I mean, the cryptid has escaped the zoo.
That's true. Should we bonk him?
Up to you. He's not Little Billy, so I'm a bit more willing to listen to him, but at the same point, he's also an idiot.
Yes. So what? Letting him escape your zoo once wasn't enough? I don't trust you to contain Phonegingi. Dismissed!
Alright, let's take the idea of prolonged captivity entirely out of the question, then. I say we just bonk them over the head with a shovel, you know, bury them out in the woods. A quick wham-bam, thank you, ma'am, and they're out of our hands for good.
Right. Until a wild boar unburies them, and suddenly they've tamed a boar! We can't contain a mountless Phonegingi. What hope do we have? If we can't contain a mountless Phonegingi, what hope do we have against one riding a boar?
This is all too hard and pointless. Why don't we just eat a burger out to the nearest dumpster and call it a night? I vote we do that.
Inaction simply isn't an option. Look, you all have something to gain from Phonegingi's exile. Billy, is it not Phonegingi who is indirectly responsible for the conversion of the Dialtown cinema into an 18s-only spook house?
Yeah, kind me off my favorite person to torture in the whole city.
Fuck you, little boy.
I can't steal the Emperor's fez if I can't get to him, can I?
Theodore, with Phonegingi out of the picture, you'll be free to recapture and study the elusive Bigfoot undisturbed.
By Jove, think of what I could deduce from new fur samples alone.
Stabby, shooty, by pulling this job off successfully, you'll have proven yourself worthy of the rank of enforcer. Dialtown's populace will know that you two must be feared, and for good reason, you'll be directly executing my will.
Will be qualified for... I mean, yeah, of course we're qualified now because you're enforcers, yeah.
Leave it to us, Ms. Crown. Abel? No more egg shit at your fun fair.
Fantastic.
And God, you're being paid in dog food to warm your seat. That's good enough.
Thanks, you too.
As a committee of concerned citizens, the mingling...
Wait, we're a committee? I figured we were, I don't know, an evil league of villainous fiends and some drivel to that effect? Gaslight God!
Shut God down quickly! I'm gonna gaslight God. Mingus is all about gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss, you know? And you joined an evil society without complaint.
Dog food's dog food. Hey, free dog food.
No, we are not an evil league, legion, squad, team, band, or anything of the sort. What made you think we were?
All the mobsters? Well, for one, we're meeting during a thunderstorm.
I don't control the clouds.
Yet.
I can't, try as I may. They are elusive. You cannot. Wait, yeah, he can. You can control the weather. If you don't like it, you turn the thunder off.
Hey, I'm fine with it, just saying. Oh, also the matching purple thing y'all have going with your outfits and the overpresence of purple in the room.
She has great taste. Coincidental.
We're also meeting in a building that's essentially just a giant version of your head. Also, there's a tiny golden replica of your head on top of your cane. Also, the fact that you have a cane to begin with is pretty darning.
Do you want the rest of the dog food or not?
I'll be good, ma'am.
Good. Now, on to the capture itself. Theodore, I'll need a cat carrier. The one you brought the swan here in will suffice. Shooty and Stabby will take care of the rest.
How are we gonna get them into it, Miss Crown?
Yeah, I've seen that fucker up close, and they look like they scratch and possibly bite. Oh, don't worry, you two. I think you'll find my method of subduing them will be most effective.
I'm not a fan of that wink.
No, neither am I. Is there any save points? I'm a little concerned.
Can we save?
Yes, we can
save
now
now.
save. We can now save.
Mingus cannot save. What the hell is that?
Breakfast? Also, I'm concerned. I wonder if anything we did up front
Has any
changed.
impact?
Has any
Yeah.
impact? Yeah, I'm very curious.
Ah, what a beautiful spring morning. Hang on a moment. What do we have here?
Oh, maybe it's bait.
Yeah.
Radioactive, deadly bait.
Egads, a full English breakfast just for me. And a skull. This is wonderful, what a windfall.
Phonegingi? I wouldn't eat that.
That's good.
No, I really don't think it is. The food's green, man. That's rarely good.
Yeah, but I'm green, so I guess it checks out.
What? There's audible malicious giggling coming from outside the tent. This is obviously some kind of ruse. For crying out loud, that's clearly a human skull on the plate.
I disagree.
What do you think it is? Please, Phonegingi, for once in your life, exercise the slightest bit of self-control.
I've decided I'm a devourer of the breakfast. You know, just in case.
Just in case what?
Plate, skull, and all.
Just the whole thing. You had no reason to eat the plate.
Is bueno.
Is not bueno. You sicken me. Yeah, I figured as much.
Oh. Oh, me God.
Phonegingi?
Whoa, no es bueno.
I could have told you that, you idiot!
Back to the mingling.
How in the hell did they fit in that?
They fold.
They fold! You see, all the cryptids are very foldable.
Well, that was easy.
Yeah, honestly. Hottest Pop was trying to get them to bend into the shape that would fit the carrier. We're not dealing with an extraordinarily crafty opponent, gentlemen. I would have been immensely concerned if you two had managed to somehow screw literally any part of that up. So, you two get to live for another day.
The precious gift of life, bro.
Hell yeah!
Hey, if you're both so happy to be alive, this guy's responsible for that, and he could really use some change. Come on, brother. Surely you can spare just one lousy dime.
Ms. Crown, don't we really need this bozo here?
What's my official title, Mayor?
Seat warmer. Technically, he's doing exactly what I hired him for. What matters is that Phonegingi happily took our insultingly conspicuous bait.
And I still can't believe they did, as gullible as the Emperor may be. The eggs were bright green.
Well, stubby one, their eggs actually happen to be bright green. You didn't fry their eggs, did you? I'm actually unsure if they know that they're not meant to be that color. But they must have at least noticed the peculiarity of the green bacon or tomato, right? Maybe they're blind, like a mole. This could bode well for us.
What I don't get is why we couldn't have just gone for something more visibly subtle.
Let's hear out Abel, because, like, we don't... Abel's probably the character we know the least about. But you do want to smack Abel.
I do want to see the bonk.
You gotta see the
animation.
Especially if you've played Dayshift and you know what he did in Dayshift. He deserves all of the bonks.
So
Bonk,
hear him
bonk.
out.
So let's hear him out.
He's got somewhat of a good head on his shoulders. Somewhat. At least compared to everyone else in this room.
Yes.
Which we have Abel and Mayor Mingus. That's it.
That's it. That's all the brains.
Surely we could have just snuck a few sleeping pills in with the beans and Bob's Drunker down.
Oh. No,
did you want
that
to?
is you. No, do you want me to see it?
Well, if you'd like to.
You see, if you've studied the creature's diet, as I have, you know that it be a fool's errand. It may surprise you to find out that our specimen primarily feeds on the rigorous diet of gravel and horse jerky. And of course, washes it all down with conspicuous amounts of cough syrup. Alas, the creature's biological acclimation to narcotics made tranquilization arduous, to say the least.
Why does he talk like that? Who the F says alas?
I realized that Billy has a fidget spinner.
He does.
He also has scissors, which he definitely shouldn't have.
No.
Alasses and bullies aside, the mustachioed one has brought up an apt point. I had to be certain that our dismal meal would reliably incapacitate the green one. lest they wake up mid-transport, escape, and scurry under a parked car or down a toilet.
Can they fit down a toilet? Slip down a toilet? Really?
Would you be surprised? Abel, I've seen this thing spryly emerge from our treacherous sewers, completely unscathed. There's alligators down there. A gutter-dwelling rat can crush its own spine to fit into narrow crevices. Can we really take any chances here?
So, they're in the kitty prison, drugged to all hell, and you're gonna send them to a nice big farm where they'll have plenty of room to run around?
Oh, you silly god! You silly deity.
Mission accomplished, let's go home.
Our mission is far from over. You see, based on, several formal complaints that I've received from one of Abel's former employees. Chicken Jerry! No! We can deduce that Phonegingi is batshit crazy and simply will not take the hint. Our specimen's frankly revolting level of persistence, unfortunately, leaves my hands very much tied. The mingling must remain vigilant and squash any of Phonegingi's inevitable attempts to return to our civilized world. By any means necessary. I'll make you proud, Papa. Just you see. Dialtown, probably chapter 3. Well, shit! Well, shit indeed. That might be a good capstone.
Yeah.
To stop here for now.
Well,
I'll return to
we're still in the cat carrier.
We will return.
Alas, within a cat carrier.
Alas, within a cat carrier. Oh boy, here we go.
Yeah. We'll find out what awaits us next time.
Yes. See you, folks.
See ya.